Okay. So just when I finished reviewing the second slide from the ancient crucible, from the clay crucible, just I pressed the stop button on the iPhone, but let's continue just from where we stopped. So we finished reviewing two slides from this crucible. Now we'll actually review two slides from the new crucible from that was burned yesterday. So this crucible is different by the fact from the other crucible that I have until now by the fact that it's made of metal and there is like a big magnet on the middle of it. And I don't know if it affects anything at all. I never did it. When I used metal container until now, it was only either for electrolysis, which is made with soups, as you know, or just for them, for aquatic ecosystems, but not for crucible. Now, although it will be said that I burned too much, by mistake. So, there isn't much oil in it. It's very dry, unfortunately, and maybe it will affect, the results of the. We don't have much material. We have much of dry material, and we also have a layer of on the outside, like on the rim, with the outer rim, we have a layer of melted beeswax and a little bit of water and trash, and bare material that was mixed. Actually, it's interesting to get sample from it, but I didn't do it. Maybe I'll do it later. What I've done first is to take samples from the moist burned like ash and and charcoals and toilet paper and cotton that is like in the inner circle, but not from the wax. Maybe later I'll take like another example from the wax. So let's see what we've got. This is one and this is two. Just a second. Just a second. Okay. But I hear that the music stopped, so maybe I will just turn it on to your enjoyment. But just a second. Not sure what it is. Doesn't look fine to me. So it looks disgusting. So immediately we don't see bigger ones, but maybe we can watch for smaller ones. Let's get back to 64. It's pretty dead, I must say. No life form. Maybe because of the strong magnet. Maybe it killed the life form while they were created, or prevented the creation. We do see Neros. Not as much as like before, and certainly not as big, but we do see Neros here. And they actually, the way that they look is the way that feeding Neros they look. Like they're eating. Like you see they're eating. Like they're eating something. I'm not sure what. Maybe by like life forms, maybe other stuff. But this is how they look when they eat. When they digest things. So you see, So this is sample that, I mean, of this type that I call like the coin assortment, like the Fontana di Trevi. You can watch like several, like, I mean, Fontana di Trevi reviews in this channel from before. These slides are, I mean, they are characterized by that they have tremendous amount of small and medium ones, but not many larger ones. You mostly see it like with the 150 magnification, like we use now, not with the smaller ones, not with the 64. And they are mostly, I mean, comes in all sorts of like they're coins. They are feeding all sorts of stuff. It's kind of like, I mean, something that I've seen quite a bit, and like the Fontana di Trevi slide. Maybe we'll zoom in even more. So this is definitely the type of the Fontana di Trevi. Not while it's under kind of like, I mean, construction, like innovation, just, I mean, the normal state. This is a Neo, of course. Nice. But mostly it's best, you know, from the three lenses, objective lenses that I have, the best is, you best watch it with the 150. And this is a big one, actually. Let's get to 64. Okay, so we do see big ones. I mean, actually, this one is impressive, actually. So we also see big ones, not only the smaller one, not only the assortment of the smallers, but here another assortment of the smallers. So okay, I mean, it's a good slide. Good, I mean, nice. Very nice. And here more assortment. Let's zoom in to watch this assortment. Many coins, many small coins. Nice. Nice. This is like a butchered life form, disgusting type, and all sorts of other butchered life forms. Okay, good slide. Interesting slide. You see that it's definitely different from this one. It's completely different, even though they are both made from crucibles. But I mean, this one was burned just yesterday, and this one was burned like a month or 2 months ago. And most certainly, the fact that it's metallic and the big magnet on the middle contributes to, I mean, to the effect of the fire. But I cannot still say on how. I mean, I need much more experiments like to formulate like a theory of how it affects the crucible. The fact that it's made of metal, and it's like they have the big magnet on the inside. What certainly affects the result, the fact that it's kind of dry. Like, I mean, of course, I mean the slide is not dry because I squeezed like oil from the remnants. But I think that what should be done now, especially because I see that we do have neos. I mean, if it was completely dead, I mean, maybe I would have like thrown it and restart. But I mean, it's not dead. It's just like, I mean, it's very dry. So what now should be done is I will spare a little of the oil that I have, even though I have like tiny bit and I need to use it for cooking, and I have no money at all, and I don't even know how well I'll get money because I stopped any contact with my mother, and like national security stopped giving me money. But so it's going to be an issue. But I will spare a little bit of oil, and also I will spare some beeswax that I still have, and I'll burn it a little bit. But I will now stop the fire very quickly, so it will have like, I mean, so I mean, we'll have like, I mean, a good amount of, I mean, relatively good amount of oil and beeswax as a base for the neros that will, of course, they will be energized by the fire to do their thing, and then I will wrap it. I mean, not completely airtight, but I mean, I'll wrap it and keep it like, I mean, to ferment for some time, like we've done with this one, because I see that the fermentation is generally doing like good stuff for the crucible. Of course, you need I mean, to keep it like, I mean, to keep the oil like, you know, to keep like an oily medium for them to work with. But before we finish the video, we have another sample from the same crucible, the metal crucible. So let's quickly take a look. So this was taken from like a place in the crucible that is more, that has some remnants of the of clay and soil. That's why you see the brown kind of like, I mean, the brown spots. This one is the Nero, certainly. Waiting in the dark. And another one in the dark. Oh, what about the music? We forgot about the music. Okay. So I forgot about So this sample is far less interesting than the previous one, probably because it was taken like from near the soil, like the clay, and we know that the clay is not a good like medium for, you know, walking near to walk with, or no to be preserved in. So why so much of my mixtures, I mean, they can contain clay, because I mean I've had like, I mean, beeswax containers that are mostly just beeswax and oil and life forms, and I've had like, I mean, another set that is, I mean, you know, I mean, intentionally mixed with clay and soil, because I didn't know if it will be, I mean, I didn't know what will be the effect, and like the pure one, and then I mean, very quickly I understood that the pure one, I mean, that the soil and the clay doesn't help, like not for the creation of stuff and not for the preservation of the neros. So I mostly use for other experiments, like I do now. I've used the pure, you know, the pure wax, and then it's done. So what I'm left is like with like hefty amount of like metal containers with the mixed sediment. So I mean, I still use it because I still need the wax, and especially because it's enriched wax. And as I've said in the previous video, you can actually see that in strong fire, it's actually separated to two different layers, which is good, because I mean the soil and the clay go down, and the oil and the wax go up. So let's zoom in. So this one is far less interesting. Probably again taken from like in the vicinity of the clay, and it's not like the blessed place. But we need to take more samples from this metal container to have any kind of like conclusion, because again it's the first time that I use metal container for crucible experiments, and I'm sure that the magnet and the metal that they have their effect. So we need of course to further research is needed. What I think can be said, what's quite certain, I think, and this is, verified by other experiments, is that the magnet is not, maybe it helps, the electrolysis, and this was actually, it makes it more effective, and this was actually proven in this channel, and a very convincing set of experiments. But for the preserving the neurons, it's not that good, because, it either kills them, or it attracts them, and they are swallowed into it, which might be interesting if I can get it out, but I don't have any way to get it out of the magnet, at least not an easy way, and I don't even have a way to actually verify that they are inside of it. Not with much better tools than the ones I possess. So, probably I will not store, neurons with kind of with a big magnet inside the container. Even though it should be said that it's quite an effect, it's not super effective, but it's a little bit of effective way to certainly in the long term, to eliminate life forms, the magnets, because they don't like it, the strong magnets. And of course, it should be said that the magnetism and strong magnetic fields, constant magnetic fields, and varying magnetic fields are a known form of torture that the Israelis they've tortured the Titans, the foreigners, for many decades. It's known that one way to torture them is using strong magnets. Nice. Okay, so this will be all for now. Maybe I'll eat another dinner, because I've eaten a small dinner and I'm still hungry. So I'll eat some more, and we need to think how we continue. Of course, I'll gladly get any comments, and specifically from people that have scientific knowledge, and they see all sorts of interesting stuff that they can comment, from professional standpoint. So this is it for now.